Good morning, class. It's Tuesday, May the 5th, and it's time for calendar and number of the day. Our number of the day today is number 13. We took a little longer yesterday on calendar and number of the day because we had to learn how to do the new number of the day page, but today we're going to do them all together, and it should be pretty quick. So grab your May calendar. You might still have some coloring to do. Today we're going to be looking at what special days there are in May and how far away those special days are. So flipping with me into May, we are going to start with writing today's number 5. Make sure your 5, the top of your 5 is the same width as the circle of your 5, so it's nice and even. And then we're going to add some special days. We had May the 4th was a special day called Star Wars Day for those of us who like Star Wars. May the 5th is a special day. It's called Cinco de Mayo. And that just translates into the 5th of May. It's a Spanish word and it's a Spanish holiday, so you might be celebrating Cinco de Mayo today. Our next special day is Mother's Day, and it's on number 10, so we're going to count along. Mother's Day always happens on a Sunday, so I know it's going to be in this column. Counting along with me from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right here, and we're going to put Mother's Day. Mother's has a little apostrophe up there to show the day belongs to her. Then we have nothing else special until the Monday 18th of May. So we're going to count 8 more days after 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And that is called Victoria Day. And in Canada, we still celebrate some special days related to the Queen of England. And that was Victoria, Queen of England, her birthday on the 18th. So we celebrate that day. On Tuesday the 19th, we have a no school day. And on the 20th, Wednesday, we also have a no school day. You can add both of those days with me. Continuing on, there's no other special days in May. We don't have any birthdays in our class in May. When you're doing Star Fall or on your calendar, if you have special birthdays in May in your family, you can go ahead and add them on, but we don't have any classroom birthdays in May. The last day of May is Sunday the 31st. So what would happen is we'd count along 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We don't have another row, so we would just add one on. But sometimes what you'll see is a day that splits this day to show 21, 22, 23, 24 up here, and then you continue counting 30, and 31 would be shown down here. But we're just going to give ourselves a new box and put 31. Because May has 31 days, and that's the last day of May. I'm just going to write last so I don't forget. Go ahead and grab some nice light-colored crayons. You want to be able to see your numbers through for all those special days. I'm going to use blue for Star Wars Day. I just put a star in as my symbol, but you might want to write Star Wars Day. I'm going to use orange for Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. I'm going to use green for Mother's Day, but very lightly. I'm not pushing hard because I want to see my numbers and my words through there. And if I pick dark colors, I won't be able to do that. Yellow for Victoria Day. It looks almost the same as my orange for Cinco de Mayo Day. I could maybe press a little harder with that orange so you can see the difference. Pink for my no school days. I think I'm going to do both of them in pink. So we can see I get a very nice long weekend off here, and so do you. The Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to have a little bit of a vacation with your family. And for my last day, I think I'm going to go back and do blue again, just to mark on my last day of May. Be careful at the bottom. It's hard to color when you're at the bottom of your page. Join me for the weather. Today it says it's going to be cloudy, so I'm going to give myself a nice cloudy day. But I noticed it's very windy outside, so I'm going to grab my red and give myself a nice windy day in May. So far I've had a rainy day and a windy day in May. Turn your page to get your number of the day page with us. I did say our number was number 13. We didn't put the date on yesterday, but we could add it today, May 5th, so we can keep track of what day we're doing. Is 13 even or odd? Well, I can look at just the ones column and I know 3's odd. There's no double that adds up to 3. Or I could look at the whole number and count by 2s, starting at 2, and I would skip over 13. Or I can look at the whole number, 13, and say I don't have any doubles that equal 13. 5 plus 5 equals 10, and 6 plus 6 equals 12, and 7 plus 7 equals 14, so I would skip right over it. So this is an odd number. The number word is one word, th-er-teen, T-H-I-R-T-E-E-N. We have to be careful we don't say 30 when we mean 13. That N is very important to tell us the difference when we're listening to numbers. Quick tally marks for 13. I have a 10 because there's 1 in the tens column, which means I need 2 groups of 5. And then I need 3 more for those leftover ones. Tally marks are tall, close together, big spaces in between, so you can tell 2 groups of 5 and 3 more. Our number is 13. 1 less is 12. 1 more is 14. In my 10 frame, I know I have 1 10, so I'm going to draw 1 10 frame. And I have some extras, so I'm going to draw a second 10 frame for my extras. Remember, in my 10 frame, I need 4 lines to go down so that I make 5 boxes. I'm going to have 1 full 10 frame for that 10. And I'm going to have 3 left over for those 3 left over. To do my number line, 13 is bigger than 10, so I'm going to start 10 on this end of my line. I'm going to count 1, 11, 12, 13. That's where number 13 is going to be. And then I'm going to label the end of my line, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this piece of my number line, because remember there's an arrow on each end, goes from 10 to 20. Place value blocks, I need 1 10 and I need 3 1s. The 1s are separate cubes. So there's my 3 1s. My 10 is a single rod with 10 attached cubes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines to make a block with 10. In dice dots, I can make any combination of dice that I want. I could do a dice with 5 dots, and 3 dots. I could do a dice with 6 dots, and 6 dots, and 1 dot. I could do a dice with 2 dots, and 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 1 dot, however you would like. I think I'm going to do a 6. And another 6, because I know that makes 12. And that means my third dice just would have to have 1 more to make 13. Counting forward, I put my 13 in the boxes. Counting forwards and counting backwards. After 13 comes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And counting backwards from the 13, going from right to left this time, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. My number 20 to 6 don't connect. One is counting forwards to get higher, and one is counting lower to get lower. I can draw a picture of 13 any way I want. I think I'm going to draw hearts today. Oops, that wasn't a very good heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,